you go.
And we're live.
We're live. Is anybody here?
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello, we're here.
Hello. This is
My name's Joe.
this is Little Larry and
we're-
DJ
and
Jazzy J.
DJ Joey B. That's ridiculous. Should put the headphones on if you're
There's not a soul in the chat right
There we
now.
go.
Oh!
Daddy chill. Remember
Daddy
for 16
chill.
months.
I would like hit the bell right now. Ding 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 ding. I can't because we have some technical.
Yeah, we'll just go. Ding.
Yeah,
Guys, we decided to do a podcast because why not do a podcast?
Yeah, what's going on? Love
Hello,
from
everybody.
Scotland.
Great
Awesome.
to see you guys.
Awesome dude.
Man, appreciate you, bro.
Remember 7 months, nice. Yeah, what's everybody
Man,
up
what's
to?
up?
Yo, I can appreciate some warm weather right now.
I can, but we don't. It's not.
But
that warm
unfortunately, I can't appreciate it because we don't have any. But I appreciate if we could get some. We'll get a day, right?
James Brown. Yes.
James Brown.
Too hot. Not to, he said, "Cheers, guys! Drinking on Dr Pepper and Crown Royal."
Nice.
I like Canadian whiskey. That seems a little sweet for me, but I like Dr Pepper.
Pepsi pimpin'. What's crackling? It's the crackling that's happening, man.
It's crack-a-lacking, baby. I already got my flowers blooming in my yard. Awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Where
same
are you
here.
from?
My daffodils are up. My hyacinths are up.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, it's
What's up, Michael?
it's kind of funny how it's like everything. Well, our weather's. I don't know about you guys, but our weather's been like all over the place.
It has been.
And like this weekend, I think on Saturday, is it 77?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I can't wait for this weekend.
Yeah, it's almost 80 degrees here.
I'm working for the weekend.
But today was cold.
I feel like everybody's working for the weekend.
Well, every day's a weekend for me.
Everybody's working.
Yeah,
for
but every day's a
the
weekend for me, so
It is
I'm
true.
not working for the weekend.
So it's funny. For the longest time, I always thought that song meant that people were working during the weekend.
They didn't say everybody's working on the weekend.
Yeah, for the weekend. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
James, right now, I do typically drink IPAs, yes, but not right now. Shave Joe.
IPAs are a little bit stronger than regular beers, right?
They are. They're heavier. It's a heavier beer.
Yeah, I don't care for them.
It all depends on what kind it is, but yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited about
Tom's fixing the computer.
Yeah, Tom's right here trying to get the
right
sound thing working right now. I'm excited for baseball season, which is
Opening day tomorrow.
Yep. I can't wait. What's the Phillies going to do this year?
I feel like they're gonna blow it.
I have this feeling about that too, Joe. I really do.
I'm hoping it doesn't happen,
Yeah.
but I do not have faith in the moves they have made.
Exactly. Same.
So it is what it is.
Same. And Suarez is already injured. Yeah, so it's like
Mid-season form.
Yeah. How do you get injured at the beginning unless
Melanie,
you didn't do
what's
nothing
up
all
from
winter?
Australia? What time is it there, Melanie?
Australia.
Yeah, good day.
Good day, mate.
You want a Vegemite sandwich?
that's shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah,
that's
all
all.
right,
That's
that's
all
all
we
we got.
know. That's all we know.
Oh, Yankees, you guys, you can suck, man.
So Australia would be a day ahead,
I don't know.
right? They're in the future, right?
I don't know.
I think so. Go Yankees! Yeah,
It's easy to be a Yankees fan.
it is. But you know what? I think Yankees are considered the most hated team.
It's because they're always good.
Yeah, and although I mean, there's a lot of people that love the Yankees. Believe it or not, I was on the Yankees.
Oh, chocolate Reese's ice cream, Nate's
Can you
game.
believe that? Oh, Reese's ice cream.
Yeah,
Oh,
chocolate
man.
Reese's ice cream.
But I was on the Yankees when that was my first little league team. I was on was the Yankees.
Really?
Yeah.
When I did it, we didn't do it that way. It was like we were Roritan or I was
That's
like
'cause-
Pole Tavern.
That's because it was around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was from Camden. We
I
use
forgot.
real names.
It was different.
I was on the Yankees, and then my next time I played I was on the Braves.
Yep. Did you win championship?
I don't remember what we did as the Yankees. I don't believe so, but we didn't as the Braves. I know that.
It's like Bad News Bears. They were all like.
But when I was on down here, I was on Really?
Oh, we're back.
That's the thing that Tom had to do while I
Hey,
was talking,
boom.
right? It's not like I got slapped around enough today, you know?
Oh, you'll find out about that later.
Yeah. But anyway, when I came down here, I was on Sloan's. And
Oh, yeah.
we
it's
did
the
win
same
the
thing.
championship.
Yeah, I remember
down
Sloan.
there.
Sloan's
Yeah.
the team we played against.
Yeah, we did win the championship.
I played with Roritan.
I never
Bruce
heard of that
Willis's
one.
poncho was unbreakable. Oh, no way. Oh, you're still looking at those things? Dude, grab the hoverboard, bro. Jesse, he's buying
Oh,
movie
Jesse's
props.
in here? We just played a game with Mario Party earlier with Jesse.
We cannot reveal
we're not
winner
gonna
was.
we're not gonna reveal anything, but all we can say is you guys definitely are gonna want to watch that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was an epic ending. Nuh-uh. 70K. See, dude, I think the hoverboard, if that was real, it probably wasn't a real thing. I saw the hoverboard from Back to the Future 2 on sale. So I sent Jesse a message because he just bought all the Back to the Future stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's one of my movies.
What's Mr. Fusion?
It's from Back to the Future 2. It was on, instead of the flux... Well, instead of the... Where you had to put the radiation, it was on the back of the DeLorean. So he put stuff in the
Oh, is that the
recycle-
trash that went in there? The
Yeah.
recycled stuff?
Yeah, so technically it was part
Beer
1
can,
and part 2. Yeah,
you
yeah,
poured the
yeah.
beer
And the
in it,
banana
you
peels.
smashed
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
He knows. This guy knows. Marty's poncho. Really? 56K from part 3? That's
Wow.
crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah, I would like to buy some movie props.
Yeah.
But can't help without donations, guys. If you guys want to throw something over our way.
Yeah, so baseball season, warm weather. This is my
This is the time of year.
This is my time of year.
We like the summertime, though. You like hot, right?
Yeah, but this is the beginning. Like I can deal with the little
you know it's
cold day.
coming.
Yeah, and I know what's coming, and I see the flowers coming up and everything, so I get the promise of spring and
I
all
hear
that
you.
stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's my this is my favorite time. Not my favorite. Summer's my favorite.
But
This
it's
is
leading
like
into it.
Leading into
Yeah,
it.
it
so,
makes it nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Cutting grass season. Yep.
Yeah, my lawnmower's ready to go. In the shed.
Yeah.
Taking
Matter of
care
fact, I
of
was just said to my wife just the other day. I said, it looks like I might gonna have to mow out there because there's like 3 patches that are like
That's
this big
how I
around.
have.
That's too hot.
I have a few patches that are growing, and that's it.
Because I'm always like anxious to do the first one. Then after that, I'm like, dang, I gotta mow the lawn again. I could have sworn I just mowed it on Monday.
Yep. That's how it is.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So what's up, everybody? You guys are all Eagles, Cat Connors. Yeah, it's far enough away now where it's not helping me with my wallow and how bad the Flyers are, and nobody cares about the Sixers, and
Trying
we'll
to
see how the Phillies are.
I'm trying to see where you're reading.
Up top, just went away.
Because when you say Cat Connors, I see it down here.
Hey,
Go
she
Mets.
goes Mets. Yeah, I mean, they're looking good. They made a big addition this offseason.
I think they're going to be smacking the Phillies around.
We play them like 14 times.
Yeah, at least. But I think they're going to be. I think the Phillies are in for a rude awakening because they didn't make the moves that they should have made.
Can you talk about y'all's movies? What does that mean? Like our favorite movies, James? Clarify on that, and then maybe we can.
Can we see you two go to a state fair or something in the future?
What's a state fair?
We have a state fair?
We have a state fair? Like we go buy stuff?
Yeah. I don't know what a state
Oh, there might be a Salem County fair.
How's your chickens and ducks doing, Uncle Larry? And I'm thinking about getting some chickens. Get some chickens. I'll tell you what. Chickens are really easy. Like, compared to ducks, chickens are...
Don't get them started on the ducks, guys.
Yeah, because I'm fed up with the ducks.
Abby Larson, that's crazy.
Like it's just funny how like people told me how noisy and smelly they were, but you don't understand that until you actually get them, and then you're like, oh my god, they do not stop making noise. Now maybe they will when they get older, because the chickens made a lot more noise when they were younger.
Yeah.
But smelly and everything is wet. Like, dude, I went in there.
I was gonna say something inappropriate. I decided not to.
Me and Tom had to move the house.
Yeah.
Our feet were sliding.
Ew.
In there because there's so much poop and water and everything mixed in together and food. They get their food
gross.
everywhere. And they mix. Yeah, it's.
That sounds good. I hope the eggs are worth it.
Yeah, I haven't got an egg yet.
Can you just take it in Palatine Lake, just throw them in there, see what happens?
That's where they might wind up.
It might be okay.
No, actually, I was. If I don't.
Hey, that's cool, Jacob. Get your ducks in a row, Larry.
Yeah, if I don't like the duck eggs, right, and all this effort that I'm giving into them, I think I might contact Tom.
Oh, that's a good call.
And see if he wants...
that is a good call. So Tom is my cousin-in-law, I guess. Right?
Who has a lot of...
He's a farm.
A lot of land.
Ducks
So he has a lot of chickens. Does he have
and-
ducks?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, he might.
Yeah, he might.
They
He
might just show
come
up.
soon,
Yeah,
might
just show up on his house, right? And everything. The ducks are cute as crap. I mean, they are.
They look cute.
Yeah. But my gosh, if their eggs smell or taste anything like they smell, like the ducks.
Yeah, not the eggs.
Yeah, not the eggs.
You ever smell
I'll
a
be
duck
grossed
egg?
out. No.
Me neither.
I'm scared. I'm scared after seeing how nasty they are.
I heard duck eggs are good.
They better be. Because I'll tell you what, they're nasty. Ducks are nasty. They might look pretty, but they're nasty.
Maybe,
They're eating poop. They're pooping in their pool. They're swimming
but
in
they're
it.
like
Eating
in a
it,
lake
drinking
when it
it.
is bad. Maybe we
They're
should
not in a lake.
Maybe we should go raid a duck nest in a lake.
And you gotta clean out the pool once a week.
Dirty animals.
They are filthy
Animals.
filthy animals. Does anybody here? Hey, any of you guys have any, have any ducks and had any duck eggs? So I could just know, are they worth it? I should have asked you before I bought these things, but I'm serious.
I don't believe they're getting a dog. Somebody asked if you're gonna get a dog since you're getting all these animals.
Nah. I would get a dog, but my wife doesn't want a dog. Tom doesn't want a dog.
Yeah, he's dog guy. Nobody else is, so therefore he's no longer a dog guy.
Even though Diana, when I met her, her family had a dog.
Was it a dog an asshole?
No, it was nice.
Oh.
Nice. It was friendly dog and everything. So I don't. Yeah, I think she just doesn't want to have to take care of the dog.
It's a lot of work.
And then Tom definitely doesn't want to take care of the dog. Well, I'm still going to go away.
Yeah, that's the problem. We go away. We have 2 dogs. We have to figure out what to do with. The family's doing good, Christine. Thank you for asking. Would you rather have a cat again? She asked.
No.
No.
The only reason why we like that cat is, for one, it was a older cat.
Stationary.
So, no, I mean, that was later on. We got her probably when she was around 7.
How
she
long
was
did you have
more active.
Garfunkel?
About 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like I said, she didn't jump up on counters or anything like that. She was overweight cat to begin with, so she really wasn't that limber.
Yeah.
And we always thought that something was wrong with her back hip, like maybe she got hit by a car or something outside. So we always, she was very easy. She'd come out, lay on the floor, get up on a sofa. If we put her up on a sofa, she couldn't jump really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good. So Zero said they're pretty much chicken eggs with a yolk that is 2 times bigger, so double the cholesterol. Sounds delicious.
That's not double the cholesterol. They're good cholesterol though. Eggs.
Yeah. Because the dogs are getting they're good. Simba's getting big and Nala's staying the same size, so it works.
This person says duck eggs are worth the wait, Larry. Trust me, I have not tried them. But you haven't tried them. His family has, and
gotcha.
They say they are. Okay.
I'm about to say, wait a minute.
Yeah. Wait a second.
Maybe I should. Hayden, what's up? Yo. Howdy. Oh, Hayden, you said hi earlier. Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, this person, your wife and Tom didn't want the chickens and ducks either, so you might as well.
That's a great point.
You bring up a valid point right there.
You might have the winner for best comment of the night. Nasty sandwich or smoothie challenge again? I mean, I'd be willing to try something. I'd rather do nasty sandwich.
What did we do with the nasty sandwich? Do you remember? Was that the Limburger cheese?
Yeah, Limburger cheese was on there. There were sardines in there, but I mean, it wasn't the worst thing I ever ate here on the video, to be honest with you.
That was one of the nastiest things I ever tasted.
No, what did you have, though? You didn't have Limburger in your sandwich.
Yeah, I did.
No, I did.
I had Limburger.
No, you didn't. I did.
We both did it for a challenge.
No, I had the Limburger cheese on my sandwich because that's the one I picked.
I could have sworn I tasted it.
You might have tasted it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on your sandwich.
Okay. It wasn't on a sandwich, but I tasted it. And
Maybe.
It was the nastiest thing I ever ate.
I don't remember it being that horrible on my sandwich.
Well, good. You can eat a sandwich of it again. My dad used to love it. He would eat sandwiches of it all the time.
I would get Limburger cheese and try it on a video to see what we think.
I could have sworn we tried it.
Check the tape, man. There's plenty of evidence out there to see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really. It was such a long. It's probably what we're talking about 8 years ago.
What was the other challenge?
Smoothie challenge. That's gross.
Smoothie. Was that? What did we do on that one?
We just blended stuff together.
Oh, was it like random stuff?
Yeah.
And you had to drink it?
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad though, because if I remember, because you could just. I don't think we made a tremendous amount. Right?
I remember the sandwich being better, but probably because I don't eat rolls right now and I'm craving carbs.
That could be. How's it being able to drink again, Joe? Relief to be back, or just mad?
Yeah, not a relief. It's good. It's not much different. I think that the 3 months off gave me time to recalibrate and just it's easy to drink a few days a week when you're doing trivia at bars and stuff like that. So I think it was good, and I feel good now. Let's see. Just know Larry.
Larry tasted it, so I just tasted it then.
Hey, see.
Okay, so you had it on a sandwich and I just tasted it.
I just think...
Why did you get it on a sandwich, though?
Because I rolled the dice. Whatever you have the crazy
it was roll the dice
and
it was one of those crazy challenges.
But I feel like that I'm thinking it's going to be good because I'm craving, like, bread. And I remember the Kaiser roll being really solid.
Yeah. And was it on a Kaiser roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bread was good.
Yeah.
That's all you were concentrating on when you ate it.
That's all I remember. You when you look back on things, guys, you remember the good things about it.
Yeah, guys, if you never had Limburger cheese, all right, it smells like stinky feet, right?
Yeah.
And my dad used to eat it all growing up and everything, and it would stink so bad, and we would always be like, "Why are you eating that?" And he would tell us, he's like, "It doesn't taste anything like it smells," right? Well, I never tasted it because I wouldn't because of how bad it smells.
Yeah.
And then when we got it for that
challenge,
it tastes just like it smelled. Yeah. I don't know what my dad was saying.
Yeah. It's I think it's stinky feet. Yeah, it like bad stinky feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe everything else in my sandwich wasn't that bad. That's why. But I'm just hungry right now, so I can talk about food, even if it's a nasty sandwich.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were talking about mashed potatoes earlier.
Oh man, I can go for mashed potatoes. Don't get me started on mashed potatoes. They're also something I cannot have.
We were talking about like when you eat your plate of food.
Yes.
I'm curious to see how many people.
That's a great segue.
Yeah.
Great job, Larry.
Do this. I always save the best thing for last. And Joe was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Well, if mashed potatoes, like say I had chicken, I love chicken, and broccoli and mashed potatoes. Just say I have that on my plate.
Right.
The last thing that's going to be on my plate to finish is going to be mashed potatoes. Now, I'm not saying I don't dip into mashed potatoes. It's just that that'll be the last thing because I want that to be last."
Yeah, see, so I agree on that kind of things. I always want to have mashed potatoes my last bite, but like more or less like all right, let's break it down even easier. Are you a finish your sandwich first or you finish your chips first person?
I would finish my sandwich first.
You see, I feel like that you're completely contradicting.
No, because potatoes.
The sandwich is
potato chips.
Yeah, but the sandwich is the better part of the dish if you have potato chips and sandwich.
No, I don't think so. I think it's potato chips, and I think it's also the French fries. If I have a burger or any kind of sandwich, the fries are.
No, I'm always finishing my main part first.
My potatoes are always my last because I love potatoes. Even if I have the baked potato or if I have the little tiny potatoes.
You like scalloped potatoes?
Oh, I love any potatoes.
With the cheese as shape.
Yeah, boil them, put them in a stew.
I would eat some potatoes right now, I'll be honest with you. No, yeah, so when I eat a sandwich with chips, I always finish my chips first, but then I'll put some of the last chips on my sandwich and eat them together.
Yeah. And we were talking about this earlier, too, because I told him, I said, man, if you're ever eating a sub and then you have chips and you take a bite of the sub and then throw some chips in your mouth.
Yeah, it's good.
That's like the best.
But I put chips on my sandwich. On every sandwich I ever eat, if there's chips, I always put them on my sandwich every time.
That. A lot of people do that.
You've never done that? Ever?
No, I'll just take a bite of a sandwich and then eat some chips.
Oh man,
it's the same. It's the same thing.
Well, it's easier because it's all in one bite.
Yeah, but it's the same,
but different.
Yeah,
I always put, if I have chips, it's always going on my sandwich. Not fries necessarily, but just chips. What else is going on, guys? Anything else?
How much do I have to donate for you guys to do a cooking challenge? Well,
$500 right now. We'll do it.
Yeah, but it'd have to be set up though because
we'll set up tonight for $500.
Yeah, but I don't know how we do that with the camera and all that stuff.
We'll figure it out. We'll just bring the kitchen out here. I'll bring the flat top right here on this table.
That's an interesting question right there, Larry. Did you want more kids or did you just want the one, Tom?
Tom, can you hear us? All right, we're good. Answer.
I always wanted 3 kids. My wife wanted 2. We tried for 2, just didn't happen.
I wanted 2.
Yeah.
We didn't try for 3, and it did happen.
We wanted a boy and a girl.
That's what I wanted too.
Yeah.
So I had James, and I'm like, I don't need a girl. And then all of a sudden, an anniversary week happened, and just kidding, Petty, if you're watching. He doesn't watch.
I just couldn't get the job done, guys. Sorry.
I could by accident. Somebody asked something about the banning, NFL possibility of banning the brotherly shove. It's not going to pass. I think haters are going to hate because they can't stop it. But from what I heard last time, they need 24 votes for it. They don't have enough, so it won't pass.
It's pointless to me. I mean, because it's like every team can do it, like or try to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you ban something that? I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I think it is crazy.
Just because one team was really good at it.
Yeah, everybody else tried to do it.
Yeah.
They just couldn't.
Yeah.
Can you guys play GTA again?
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments.
Is there a new one
on
coming out? I feel like it's been coming out for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I feel like that too. But the reason why we don't is because there's too much bad language in that, and we could get, we don't want to get hit for that.
There is bad language in there.
I couldn't tell if Tom with the shovel was a bit or real.
Wow, that's great.
What is he talking about?
With him, the shovel out there digging for the post.
Yeah, that was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tom.
Turns
his ankle as soon as he tries to do, and then it's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
He was complaining about it earlier.
Yeah.
What did Lila said? Of course, I had a turkey, Joe.
Right.
It's great. Hey, great throwback, Lila. That shows that you're an old.
It also is funny
fan.
how like things come out and like you don't plan it and it just comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, turkey Joe.
Because we did, and when I even said that to you ever have a turkey, Joe? I didn't even think about like a punchline or anything like that. You're like, of course I have turkey. I've had turkey.
Who hasn't?
And then we're in hysterics after that, man.
Yeah.
It was funny.
How
come you guys don't post for members only anymore? We're not done. It's just that we have a lot on our plate right now.
Yeah.
And we just did one. Didn't we just do one? Maybe a month ago, a couple weeks ago.
Probably about
that
a month.
one with the phone one that we did.
Yeah, that was probably about a month ago.
Yeah.
Give or take, a few weeks.
I gotta sit down and figure out a new one to do.
Thanks, Steady Beast, and we like to go live too. It's just fun to come and talk to you guys for a little bit and see your comments live as we're hanging out.
Yeah. But no, we're not done. Like if you don't see something on members only, we're not done. Like I got a lot of things in my brain. It's just a matter of getting time to do everything.
Getting the pen to paper.
Yeah. And there's some things that are going on that you guys aren't aware of also, that we don't make everything known.
That is true. We are not Red Sox fans. We are Phillies fans.
Like any of you guys on Twitter or anything that haven't seen me on Twitter for the last, week or so, it's because life is going on right now, guys.
The time of year, he's got a lot of stuff to do around his house.
Yeah, and my brother passed.
It's true.
Just last, what was that?
Monday?
Wasn't
St. Patrick's Day?
Not this week. It was last week.
Yeah, it was St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. Right? Yeah. So it's this computer. Yeah. So it's like I got that going on. Plus, it's coming up on the anniversary of Jackie and everything. So I got a lot on my mind right now. So I take a break from. I did the same thing when Jackie passed. I took a break from Twitter.
Yeah.
For a while, I just need it sometimes. I mean, that's how it is.
Jesse said, "I would love to see a girl from Booty. It's Bootylicious, but I would go to Bootylicious too.
Yeah,
come back for some content.
I would.
We can ask them.
Yeah.
I don't know if Diana.
I don't think they would ever go. Yeah,
I don't think Diana. Yeah.
She'll be going to her mom's at some point, so we could always.
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, we could try.
As long as she brings wings with her. Can we order the wings and have her bring them here?
Why not?
And put them in the air fryer if they're not fresh.
Yeah, and we'd probably have to pay a lot of money for that.
Well, that's what Tom's for.
That's what Tom's for.
Or did you get Don and Bob over here and beat them in cornhole a few times? We made that money up real quick.
Yeah, I don't know though, because I think they're getting wise to how good we are and how they can't beat us.
No, I agree.
It's impossible. But as far as horseshoes, we gotta.
They don't know how good we are
because they think they're really good at horseshoes.
Yeah, but they're not old school enough. They didn't play that. I played that growing up with all my uncles and my grandparents, and that's all. Their parties all I played was horseshoes.
I'm telling you right now,
there's nothing but horseshoes.
All I need is about a half-hour practice of horseshoes, and they're done.
I don't think you need that. I think you need about 5 throws.
But that could be too. Jesse, do you still drive your Honda?
Pink. It wasn't Honda. What was it? Pink. What was it? Pink Toyota. What was the pink car? The original one.
I think it was a Toyota.
And then he got the newer car, and that was also pink, and that was a Honda.
Any good TV show recommendations?
I do, but nobody likes my recommendations.
Yeah, Joe told me this one. What is it, Paradise?
It's called Paradise, and it's dope.
I watched it. I didn't care for it, but that's just me. He has both Juggy Mobiles still, but he hasn't started them in a while. That means they probably need to get
jumped,
yeah.
Maybe a new battery.
Or a new battery, yeah.
Could be interesting to see them running again.
Yeah.
We should do a race. I would have fun just driving a car around the track. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I know you would, right?
What was I ready to say to somebody?
They were talking about shows.
Yeah,
Talking about
Paradise. I thought Paradise was fantastic. It had a great twist to it. Larry thought it was too slow to get started, but for me, it was. I liked it. But I also like the guy who plays the main character because I'm a big fan of This Is Us, which is again is a little bit of emotional.
Which is the guy who played Heroes, right?
No. Well, the guy is in This Is Us. Yeah, the main guy, Jack. He's not the main guy. There's a lot of main guys, but yeah, he played in Heroes. He was whose brother was he?
Yeah, the guy who could fly.
Yeah, he was the guy who could fly.
Yeah,
I haven't watched Heroes in a long time.
Yeah, either have I.
Nick Wilson, thanks so much.
Yeah.
I would like actually to watch that again. I haven't watched that in forever.
So Nick the Quick, Tug of War is a show? So she agrees with me that it's was real slow.
Yeah, Larry hasn't. I mean, he might have watched The Office. I watched every episode like 15 times of The Office.
But The Office? Yeah. I didn't like The Office.
I love The Office.
I didn't like the format that it was.
It's still one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
Because they were the first ones to do that kind of format. Actually, it was based off of an English show. The first like 2 episodes were note for note remakes of those episodes, but.
Yeah, I'm trying to think right now I'm rewatching Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't like it.
Oh, I love that.
I know.
I love that.
We're just different. Yeah. Breaking Bad is dope.
Yeah.
Certain shows we both
I just
like.
watched that again just recently.
I have not seen.
1923. So somebody said 1923 is a great show, and I'm trying to think of what is that?
It is a spin-off of. So there was Yellowstone, which you didn't like. Then there was 1883, which is the beginning of Yellowstone, and then 1923 is the Next Generation.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then it goes. Then there's another one coming out like 1960 something, and then it becomes Yellowstone.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought that I remember seeing.
Yellowstone was super good. I haven't watched the second season of the of 1923. JBM, The Office was an English television show. You're right for like a season and a half. But it's now an American show because the what they released in America trumped that one tenfold. But Ricky Gervais, who played the Michael Scott character in the English version, was the producer of the American version.
Yeah, Jesse, I just read Jesse's comment. He's like literally inspired the Psycho series. I've given it several tries. It wasn't even just like once or twice. I've watched it several times.
Tom's got a concern. Listen to his face.
Something's like because it's an error down there. YouTube is not receiving enough video or something, so it's lagging.
But people are talking to us right there here.
Yeah. So I've watched several episodes of it, but not the whole episode, and then I get bored of it.
So yeah, that's the problem. I think you get bored too quick. Like
I do.
Like, so for me, I like they built the characters. They each had. I mean, they spent time. The first season or two is different, but then they built every character, even like the side characters like Meredith and Kevin and Oscar, and they build every one. It becomes such a great overall thing. I don't know. It's awesome.
Oh, we just lost everything.
Yeah, we lost everything.
It's there. It's just minimized because
we can't see it.
Tom.
the trackpad.
Oh, there we go.
I am a little mad at this because the trackpad for some reason just like you moved a little
yeah,
bit.
Right.
And
it is. So Jesse, I know I told you about this before. You haven't started watching This Is Us at all? I feel like you and Ashley would really like it. To be honest with you, you tried it, you didn't like it. It's an emotional show. Yeah, it's an emotional show.
I can't stand the one actor from Heroes.
I think
he's terrible.
I think he's good in it.
I know, but I think he's terrible. So when I get that mindset, I won't.
I know. Close it off.
Yeah.
There's the reason I like that show is because of the arcs and how they develop everything. I won't say any more about it, but it really is ridiculous.
Hold on, you haven't even watched. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Yeah. I don't even know if I can talk to you anymore.
Well, I just haven't watched it. I mean,
I thought you started watching and you stopped.
I think I watched the first episode and I was like, okay, this is good, and then I just never watched it back.
Did you watch Man on the? What was that called? Man in the High Tower? Or
oh yeah, I did. I did. Yeah. Man in the High Tower.
Is that what it was
or
called?
Something along those lines. Yeah, that was good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I want to watch that again.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to watch that again.
Yeah, I watched that on your recommendation. I really liked it. But I like all it was history kind of stuff. I liked it.
Now I watched.
Real quick, is it good for you guys now? Is it like delayed or?
Can you guys hear us?
Like buffering a lot or anything? So because it's still saying it's getting the smooth streaming error. So like, if it's fine for you guys, I'm going to assume that's just...
Yeah, somebody let us know if there's any problems.
Because it seems like an issue on YouTube's end, because nothing's different than how we normally do it. No other processes are running.
So the other thing...
We're good.
The other thing is like
We'll do the
movies.
same
We were
with
talking
it.
about
Okay.
movies just earlier today. What was that movie that you watched?
I don't remember, but it was something about the world, and it was with Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, Kevin Bacon was in it briefly. It was on Netflix,
It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
but only because of the ending.
Yeah, well, I didn't really care for the rest of it.
I
either,
liked
but
the movie
ending-
up until like the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was something about the end of the world or something like that. It was like, it was all about the apocalypse kind of happening.
It wasn't
like,
apocalypse. It was,
oh no,
it was
yeah, but no, it was a
another country trying to attack the United States, but in a different way.
yeah, it was ridiculous,
Yeah.
and it just ends.
Yeah, that's what made
You're
me
like
mad.
watching it, and all of a
Well, now you
sudden,
just ruined it.
oh.
It's like, so like, did you ever watch The Sixth Sense without knowing the ending?
Well, why would anybody want to watch that?
You know,
though?
maybe
If
I
say
never-
it's the worst movie. Why can't I ruin
I don't
it?
know. I never watched Sixth Sense.
No?
No, you want to know why? Because I knew how it ended before I ever watched it.
Oh,
And
man.
now I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah, that's a great.
Hey, there we go. Kevin, he's around. I just saw him on Sunday. He's doing good.
Yeah, Kevin's got a lot.
Busy time of year.
I've said this like about 100
man.
times, but Kevin's got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I mean, it's soccer season now. I mean, so does Joe, but
Yeah.
he's coaches soccer and stuff, so he's got a lot of
Yes,
stuff
Christine,
going
we would
on.
love to take another vacation together, but without donations, guys, from you guys, it
Yeah.
probably won't be happening anytime soon.
Yeah,
You guys are seriously going on vacation. Let's get them rolling in here.
yeah. We would go on vacation
Every chance we get.
yeah.
So I would just do that.
But it's hard also to hook up with 3 families, right?
It is.
Together when
How about 2 out of 3?
like Joe's got 3 boys that do soccer and a lot of tournaments and stuff like that. Kevin's got 2 girls that are either in soccer or dance and
yeah.
stuff like that. So they got stuff going on. So for us, Kevin and Lauren and Joe and Nat, all of us to figure out a week that works.
It really worked out.
And then it would basically be in wintertime when they can't go because kids are in school.
I'll take him out of school, dude.
Yeah.
I'm over school. I would go to Cape Cod. I would like to go to a place like that.
Whatever happened to that food truck on 40?
Yeah, their hot dogs sucked.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the. No, they just
I'm just kidding.
went. I think it just went belly up, right?
Yeah, I don't think they moved it all. I think it was just there.
I'll tell you what my personal opinion is, Jesse, and that is that their burger or no
Burgers were great. Yeah,
they were awesome. The hot dog was not.
and it was called Doghouse.
Yeah, but I think that
Again, man, thanks, bro.
So I think the location, because of being in front of the country kitchen, which was all
Dilapidated, not looking good.
They spray painted it black and all the siding
really cool.
warped and everything from the
Yeah.
heat because you're gonna get the sun.
I enjoyed the food there, and they were super cool.
They were super nice guy. The burger was fabulous.
one of the best burgers I've ever had.
I wouldn't have focused on the hot dog.
It just wasn't my taste. It was more of a sausage than a hot dog.
Yeah.
But the chili was good. The fries were good.
Yeah. I think they had the ability to make it big, other than
The location.
The location.
Yeah, and not moving anywhere. Like I would have went to more places and done different stuff
and
utilized.
Jesse, you should go buy it now because somebody else, a new business, bought it. The Country Kitchen.
Yeah.
And they're putting all new siding on it and everything.
They're reopening it up as the Country Kitchen, right?
No, I heard it's just a business. Like it's
That's
not,
dumb.
it's
I'm just
gonna be
hungry. I want to
business,
get some more food.
But
it doesn't matter where.
They're doing a great. It looked really good before they painted it black before, and now now it's going to look good.
Brittany, I've read some of that. I think people are just idiots. That people are just morons in general.
No matter what stance you are, whether you're left, right, I don't care what you are. There's no reason to vandalize somebody's car.
No.
Like, especially expensive cars.
It doesn't make any sense. Just because the guy that invented the car is doing something you don't like, that's stupid.
It's like getting in an argument and just raising your voice and getting louder. It doesn't make you believe me.
No.
It just does something
makes you pissed
annoying.
off at you is what it does.
Exactly.
I just want to punch you in the face, not you personally.
And if you think about it, all it's doing is going to, like, that person's going to go and claim it off their insurance, so it's going to raise insurance rates.
Yeah, which everybody's complaining about as it is.
Yeah.
Trust me, I hear it every day in and day out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're against Tesla, which personally I am, but myself, because I don't like the owner, I just will not buy a Tesla. That's it.
Yeah, but if you think about it,
But that's my stance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. But the people that ran Ford and Chevy and GM and all, they weren't innocent. They weren't perfect people.
Nope.
Just wasn't. They weren't also, in the media all the time. So it made it. But there's a reason not to buy stuff from any company ever. People that run those companies in general are all assholes, in my opinion.
Right.
I mean, people that run companies aren't looking out for anybody else other than
they're
themselves.
not looking out for the employees.
No, ever. I know that firsthand. Based on I work for a great company.
It's all about the bottom line and how much the company's making itself. But that's what I'm saying. It's like
I agree.
You're taking it to a step that it should not, like, to vandalize somebody's car is just ridiculous.
Like in our dream, BIH Gamer 21 _ I would love to open a food truck and just have cameras set up and just film, and that would be our YouTube channel of us just like living the dream. I think it would be a great
until we find out that it doesn't even make enough to.
No, it would catch on. We just had to ride it out for the first year. That's the problem.
Tina, I love you too.
I have to win a lottery enough to ride it out for 1 year. I think after a year of us putting steady content out and running our own reality TV show,
to tell you the truth,
in a food truck, it'd be dope.
I think we'd have bomb food.
Oh, I know we would have bomb food, but I think that you can make it work as a reality TV show.
Could you imagine having the Bro Burger? Because there's no
I
doubt in
can
my
imagine it
mind.
right now.
We could charge $20 a burger for that,
Especially now.
but it would be the best burger that anybody ever
I would
had.
eat it right now.
I would eat 5 of them.
You want to make them right
I don't
now?
think I could eat 5.
I eat one without a bun. I don't even care, dude. I mean, I would eat just a bun. I am so hungry. I eat my dinner a little too early. My fasting window is started too early today.
No, but no, we would have several things because I also think like the pizza burgers were good.
We should try and go on that reality TV show that's a game show for future people. Because we would get enough people to follow us, meet us places. We wouldn't. It's a pipe dream. Sorry, guys. My bad. You guys are putting it in my head, and you're ruining me right now.
Yeah, food, truck. Well, what else do you need?
We need money, and we need the ability to provide a life.
But then again, at the same time, I'm not looking to work more.
No, it would be a lot of work.
Yeah.
So for you, it would be way worse.
Yeah.
For me, it'd be way better because I feel like that would be a different kind of work that I would love to do.
I would be like, yo, Joe, you run things today. And then Joe's going to be like, I got to take the kids to soccer. I can't do it right now.
Yeah, food truck. I'll just drop them off and cook food at the soccer practices. Oh my God.
All the people, you got to get permits though,
Did
right?
we just figure it out?
Maybe.
Yeah. So they tell us we have to. For the first few times, we'll be okay.
My bad. What's the fine? Oh, $100?
I'm here for my kids' soccer practice. I'm not selling food.
That's 5 burgers.
I'm cooking dinner. Right now, it's just lemon lime seltzer.
Larry can be the food truck mascot. That makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Not
don't
a
know.
mascot. Larry the mascot.
I don't know what that's about.
Do you watch the football or soccer or basketball going on? The March Madness? Sorry.
I'll just name every sport now.
Baseball? Basketball?
What do I
Basketball.
What
You
do
guys
answer?
watch March Madness? You watch that? March Madness. What's so funny?
Because you named like so many sports.
I know. My brain's. I just can't.
I
stop thinking
haven't
about
been
food
watching
trucks.
any. Like when it gets down to the Final Four or something like that, I'll probably watch it.
I
But
don't watch any of that.
yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, it's.
And right now, I'm like I told you.
I told you.
This time
Like
of year,
I told you.
I told you. I'm outside doing stuff all the time, so it's like I don't. How come the picture's off?
That's a good. I don't know. It nobody knows.
Can you guys see us?
You guys? Well, it's probably better off they don't.
Yeah.
Be great if I knew they couldn't, because then I could just do.
Usually we could see ourselves.
Oh, that's a good question. What was your favorite children growing you ever did? We're still good. Thanks, Jesse.
Food wise?
Yeah. So there's 2 different categories, right? Like, what was your favorite thing you ever made, and then the favorite video you ever did doing children growing?
Favorite video I think that we ever did chilling and grilling was the pizza one.
Yeah, I have to say it with Johnson too. It was just so much fun.
Yeah. Favorite food that we ever made? There's been a lot of good ones, but I have to say when we invented the Bro Burger,
Yeah, the Bro Burger is one of the best.
I don't think you could top that one.
No.
I mean, we probably could, but I mean that was
Yeah.
that was one of the
food wise. Tasting that's probably one of the best. I also was a big fan of the meatball sandwiches. It could be because I'm craving meatballs lately, and it was right after we ate the peppers. But they were, you made some of the best balls I ever had in my mouth.
To tell you the truth,
There was so many of those
we do have
jokes.
to revisit that one because we did it on a really
We
bad
completely
night.
ruined it.
Yeah,
But we had a lot of good ball jokes.
yeah,
Right? So that's, you know,
yeah.
I feel like I just said one that we laughed.
I laughed a little bit.
I haven't seen that episode. It sounds good though. So for you guys that watch Jesse's video, I was telling Larry earlier I was hosting trivia last night and I met Jesse's buddy Mark, who was in a lot of previous videos.
Yeah, right.
I was hosting trivia and I looked at him and I recognized him and I couldn't figure out why I knew him. Eventually I figured out who it was, and the entire time I see him keep on looking at me. So he knew me. Couldn't figure it out. So it was just a funny experience of meeting. Been involved with videos, but never together. Our episodes never overlap, as Mark said, which I thought was very funny.
So Jacob says we need another As the Lounge Turns. Those videos make me laugh.
They're
hard.
hilarious.
Yeah, I'm. Thank you for writing that down because a lot of times a lot of people don't tell us because we don't get that great of views on those. I'll tell you what, I would do them every week.
That's all
I would do them every
if we could do
week.
skits all the time.
If they got the kind of views and made us enough money that we could afford to be able to do that. But they take a lot more editing than any other video that we do other than the Slappy Guys. And I have them planned out, like not in my mind, not on paper,
right,
but I've had them to keep going. Problem is I can't get everybody together.
In my
It's
ideal,
just really hard for me to get because I need
for
to get
that
I
one
need
especially,
Lauren and Kevin out here.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know,
lot more
and then
there.
whoever else wants to be in there.
In a perfect world, we'd be doing chilling and grilling every now and again. We would be doing That's News to Us, skits, and the gaming videos, and that would be it.
Yeah.
That would be because they're all the most fun that we do.
Yeah.
Chilling and grilling, we get to hang out while we're cooking something. It's always fun. The skits, we get to do what we love to do.
Yeah.
Which is create something, act it out, and then watch it. Those videos I look forward to watching to see Tom's edit on them.
Yeah.
Because everybody hits their special mark. Like Larry's a great writer, and I'm a great interpreter of what he writes, and add my little nuance to it. And then watching Tom edit it all together.
Yeah.
And then seeing the grand vision after. It's always the greatest experience.
Just like that little short we did with the phone thing.
Yeah.
Like not the.
Oh! Yeah, look at you. It has been a while.
What happened?
No, it's working.
Why is it not working?
Nothing's working properly, but I made the bell noise for you, and it's probably better than the one. Hey!
There we go.
Take that too.
And this. Okay.
That's what we're looking for.
So it's very interesting. Not the Key and Peele one, but the second one that we did after that. That was all I wrote that out.
All you.
And when Joe comes over, and even when Don was here, like they don't know. They're given things to say on there, but they don't know how it's all going to go together. You have an idea because we're all doing it out here. But then when you see it together, it's like. That's the magic of the whole thing.
Yeah, it is. But especially for like the draw skit. Like, for example, when we're in front of a green screen, guys, so we have no idea.
Or As the Lounge Turns.
As last year, same thing.
Yeah.
No idea. We're wearing these costumes, doing these things.
Yeah.
But we don't know any of it. So I used to always look forward so much to watching those videos come out.
Yeah.
It was the same way I was with Ursula too. Like because we at these videos, we don't know how it's going to go together, and just waiting to see what gets edited out. But Tom's gift is putting it all together. Your gift is writing it and seeing the overall grand scheme of things. And I'm sure, what would you say? 95% of the time doesn't come out the way you envisioned it.
No, it never does.
But it comes out at least in the way where you're like, man, that really
Because I'll get frustrated while we're doing it, and I'll be like, that's not what I see in here.
Yeah.
But I can't, for some reason, I can't get it out from here
It's hard.
to make other people understand what I'm seeing in here. But a lot of times, they come out maybe different, but it's still really good. In my mind, anyway. It's just like the Slappy Guys.
Yeah, 100%. But that's what I like too. Like I don't consider myself a creative person, but I like getting parameters of where I can go with things, and that's what Larry's great about, and he knows that about me. So he'll say, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for along these lines," and then just do your Joe stuff.
Right.
And I'll say something stupid out of nowhere he didn't even think about, and it'll make him spit beer in my face.
Right. Well, the Slappy Guys. They're the ones I miss probably the most.
Yeah, they're the most fun and the easiest.
But unfortunately for them, they don't really get that following.
No, not at all. No, everything that we love to do,
nobody
nobody likes to watch. So it is what it is. That's the world we live in. I did watch soap operas growing up. All My Children and Loving, my mom used to watch.
That's funny that you're saying Loving because and all my children, because when we would take lunch at work, Terry always had it on in the office, so we got to sit there. What I think Loving came on at lunchtime.
Yeah, right around 12. It was only a half hour one, and
And
all
then
my
it went
children
off.
was an hour.
It wound up going off the air at one
So
point.
you guys would eat lunch every day and watch it and get sucked in? Because it would. I mean, if you think about it, it's smart. There's a cliffhanger every episode.
And then my dad would come in while we're sitting there watching it, and he'd be like this, and me and Jackie would look at each other, and we're like, because Terry was in the office, so it wasn't. She's working technically still, right? Because she's behind a desk. But me and Jackie are supposed to be out there sewing and stuff like that. So every time he'd come in like that, he didn't have a watch on his arm, and he would go like this, and we would just look at each other, and that would make us stay in the office longer.
That's fantastic.
It did the opposite of what he thought it was going to do.
So when I was growing up, back in our day, guys, we had VCRs, and the coming of age technologies where we can set a clock on your VCR to record at certain times. That's how we DVR'd things or record things. So my mom would always record her.
Whoa!
Oh, come on, man. That's awesome. Channel Stark. Get a shout out. Yeah, Channel Stark.
Yes,
Chanel Stark?
Yeah, that's Chanel.
Yeah, I'm not the best at reading. Chanel Stark. Yeah, you can get a shout out.
Yeah.
We love her too. I don't know who she is, but we love her.
Yeah, right.
I might know who she is. But yeah, so it was like the version of she would record it and it came home every day after she worked at school.
Right.
And when she watched, so I would just sit down and watch it with her. And I got hooked in all.
It was funny because
Kelly Ripa was on that show.
Who?
Kelly Ripa. You know Kelly Ripa.
On Lovin'?
She was either on Loving or All My Children, one or the other.
I think she was on All My Children.
She was like an orphan in it or something.
So
person.
Back in the day when I was in high school and stuff, we were hooked on General Hospital.
Yeah, I never watched
it. Because it was Luke and Laura, that whole thing.
Started right after you guys got home from school.
Remember Christopher Cross?
Chris Cross?
Yeah.
Make you want to jump?
No, not him, but Christopher Cross.
Oh, the singer?
Yeah, he had a high-pitched thing. Yeah. He did Think of Laura, the song.
Oh, no idea.
For General Hospital.
I did not know that.
Yeah, General Hospital was big back then.
Joe's making me feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
So we used to have so much fun at work, right, with my dad especially, right? Because my dad would always be on our back, especially me and Jackie, get that workout, right? So Jackie would sit at this one double needle machine, right? And I'd sit at this other machine, and I'm hemming and stuff. She's double needling it together. Well, we would talk. So because we learned how to go fast and still be able to talk.
Yeah.
So we're talking. So my dad would come out and stand in between us.
Oh my God.
And he would just look at us, right? So this one day, so Jackie's machine, she'd have the mixture of oil and this brown gook that would come from the canvas, right?
Yeah.
It would look like crap. So I went over one time, I was like, let's see, he stands right about here. So I picked a pile of it and I threw it on the beam, right? So it's just sitting there. So me and Jackie are just sewing along. My dad comes out and he's standing there and he's standing right underneath it, right?
Watching
and we're just like looking over and we're in hysterics, like laughing so bad. It didn't fall.
Oh,
right?
Your story would have been so much better if it fell.
However, during the nighttime must have fell. And my dad's partner, right? He gets in there before we get in there, and he tells my dad, he's like, yeah, an animal must have been here crapped all over the floor.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. That is a great... that's a great story.
Yeah.
I feel like that, any kind of those pranks. Like, you ever do anything in school, like in classrooms?
I don't think we ever did anything really...
So we had...
other than like writing on somebody with a pen.
No, I meant like for
like
the teachers and stuff.
No, never.
So we had there was one time we had this teacher and nobody liked her, or she might have been like a long-term sub. Maybe a teacher got pregnant, had a kid or something. I don't remember the situation.
Okay.
But she was like a substitute teacher that was there for a while, and I remember going into class, like me and another buddy, we wrote down a schedule.
Right.
Like at 8:15 do this, at 8:30 do this, 8:35 do this.
Right.
And I copied them, Xeroxed them back then, and handed to everybody. So like 8:15, everybody turned a chair to the left. So
we did that stuff.
Yeah, see,
no, we did do that stuff. I forgot all about it. We'd pass a note around. I was like, at quarter after, everybody drop your book.
Yeah, 100%.
And then all of a sudden, quarter after, you just boom, 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 like that. And then we all get yelled at. One time, when you know how the teacher would stand out in the hallway?
Yeah.
Before they would come in?
Yeah.
We all turned our desks around the opposite way.
I did that before too. That's a funny innocent prank.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Thank you for bringing that memory up.
They were always my favorite. We had like 4 or 5 of them, dude. Like every 5 minutes we'd do something different.
So Brittany asked, did you guys ever skip school? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We went to school in the 80s and 90s. That's what we did.
I remember one time
I had internet class my senior year, guys, so that we can get away with a lot of stuff back then.
we wanted to watch General Hospital, so we just skipped out. Right, it was right before shop class. Well, we were like, well, shop teacher, he's cool. Yeah. He ain't gonna write us up or anything. Son of a gun wrote us up.
Did he?
Yeah, I got 2 hours towards Saturday school for that.
See, that's so crazy of Saturday school.
Yeah.
You guys don't know about the Breakfast Club, but that's all about them being at school on a Saturday.
Speaking of Breakfast Club, that was one of the skits we wanted to do.
It's a great skit.
Because I had all the stuff for it and everything, but we never got to do it.
We did it once.
No, we never did the Breakfast Club.
We did the
Breakfast Club.
We did the cereal guys though, because we were snack crapple.
Yeah, but that was the.
You're talking about the whole skit. Yeah, I got it. No, but I forgot what I was saying now. Anyway, yes, I didn't have Saturday school. He's older than me.
Our video footage went off again.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not good-looking people.
That's weird.
I can see myself down here. Oh, look at you.
Oh,
look.
Oh, that's why I can't see.
You're talking to me.
Yeah. Oh, and that's was that a long time ago?
It's way delayed, obviously.
Oh my gosh. Because I'm like real still right now.
Sorry, guys, we're watching ourselves. There's 1 minute here.
That's weird. I never heard of Saturday school. Okay, so
instead of
Saturday school, you would have to go on a Saturday, but you had to have 4 hours towards Saturday school.
Mm.
So I only had 2 hours. I never got the other 2 hours, so I didn't have to go to Saturday school.
Yeah, so we had detention, like normal after school detention.
Well, we had detention too, but Saturday school was extra.
Yeah,
like you were extra bad if you got to Saturday school.
Speaking of shop teachers, one time I got busted by my shop teacher. I was dipping tobacco.
Okay.
Yeah, and like it was Mr. Gatch, and I'm sitting there, and he noticed I kept on spitting. G-Dog, I don't know what you're talking about, but you're getting on my nerves. I kept on spitting in the trash can. He said I'm getting ready, about to crash out. What does that mean?
What are you talking about? Joe, you're about to crash out. I don't know what that means.
No idea what that means.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm spitting the tobacco in the trash can because you can't swallow it. So he sees me doing it. He calls me over. My dad used to work at the school, and he's like, hey, yeah, so how's your dad doing? How your brother's doing? I haven't seen him since high school. Blah blah blah. And starts talking to me until I go like this. And I swallow. He's like, here you go. I'm like, what's that? He's like, pass your nurse's office. You're about to get sick. Pass to the bathroom. Never wrote me up. But 100% he taught me a lesson without having to write me up, which I thought was kind of cool.
Right.
Anyway, I thought it was a good story.
Back in our day, everybody, I think, back in our day in the 80s was smoking.
My dad got rid of the smoking section at Shelly. They had one at Shelly.
Your dad got rid of it?
Yeah, or maybe it was
my class. It was outside.
Yeah.
Right outside of the cafeteria.
Yeah, that little area.
Yeah, we donated that.
It was super nice. It was a whole picnic area.
Yeah.
When I was going to school, we used to hacky sack out there. That's how old I am. We were a bunch of hippies hacky sacking.
Well, because back
we also used to go around the corner.
When we were in school, we were not allowed to go outside for lunchtime, right? So our class, there was a group of people just said, heck with you, we're going outside. And we just went outside and smoked cigarettes and stuff like that. And the teachers couldn't do anything. They weren't going to suspend everybody.
Yeah. That smoking cigarettes were cool.
So they made a stance and they did that, and then we donated our class. That's what we donated.
That's so funny because I utilized that. I graduated in '97.
Yeah.
Good for you guys. I don't even know what we donated. I really don't. I had no idea.
I missed shop. Actually, I did auto body. Was fun.
I didn't have auto body.
We had auto body, but I never took it. I took wood shop.
I had wood shop.
Yeah, I took that a couple years in high school, but I had that in middle school. I had wood shop, print shop, metal shop.
In Camden?
In Camden,
yeah. It's different up there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like for band, you had all the instruments. Like you could play any instrument for band, and they supplied the instrument.
Yeah, not down here.
Not down here, no.
I had to buy a saxophone, and my brother took it and pawned it for his amp.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I could be the next Kenny G.
Will, love you too from Kansas. Nice.
Yeah, man. Well, we're trying to keep up the good vibes here. Hey Joe, do you
Hey,
think
he
I can
said-
help you kick that?
He said you took wood shop and went to Woodstock. No,
Nah,
I never.
He's way too young for Woodstock, dude. I don't know how old you think he is.
Yeah, I went to a thing called Creation, which
Yeah.
was kind of like Woodstock, except for it was a Christian.
Yeah, but I wouldn't compare it to Woodstock.
Well, it's the same kind of format.
Concept.
Where you're just
Same kind of concept.
concept
It's a
where you're
music festival.
camping and stuff like that.
It's a music festival.
Yeah.
It was like a Christian version. I don't even know what they have festivals that go on all the time. But it was a big 3-day long music festival that you camped out at. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was fun. We always had a good time.
I had a good time.
Smoked a lot of dope and oh no, sorry.
I did high school. That's what I would do in high school. We would
I
go
was thinking
out.
of Woodstock again.
We'd go out the little the area that you guys donated, and we'd sneak around the corner, and that's what we did.
Justin says, any updates for the part of land you cleared out last year? Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Actually, funny enough,
keep tuned. Yeah, there's some things happening right now.
That's funny. That's because I literally just went out there and showed me everything today.
Yeah, right? Larry, have you smoked the green? If you mean green by as being like pot.
Yeah. I mean,
I
come on,
smoked
dude.
the green.
Like we just said he went to high
Yeah.
school in the 80s, and I
Yeah.
went to high school in the 90s. Of course we did. That was
Yeah.
it was a way different time.
I'll tell you a funny story. So
I would like to hear this.
my sisters actually smoked pot before I ever did. Right?
Yeah, they're older than you.
Yeah, and they were telling me how great it was and everything. So they taught me how to inhale a cigarette, so I would learn how to do it. So I had gotten pot, and I smoked one, and I'm trying to remember. I don't think the first one it did anything.
No, it typically doesn't.
Yeah, but the second one I smoked before I was going to go to school, right? So I smoked it. Jackie and Terry weren't. I don't know why they weren't. They must have got rides into school or something. So I go out, wait for the bus, and I'm out there, and it kicked in, dude. And when I say it kicked in, it was like, if you picture do you know how like a film like
That
it has
still sticks
it
with me
has
right now.
each little thing like on a movie projector,
Yeah.
like the little thing. That's
Yeah.
how the bus was coming down. It was like
Like the clicking. Yeah, it's funny.
like coming down, and I was like, all of a sudden my heart was racing. I was like, oh my god, what the? And I ran across the street. I think I was around 15 at the time. Ran in the house, laid down in my bed,
That's
went to sleep.
so
I had
funny.
gum in my mouth, right? So I'm like chewing gum, and I was like, and you know how paranoid you get, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna choke to death with my gum. So I took it out, and I had a pocket tee on. And I put it in my pocket, right? And then I went to sleep, and then all of a sudden I woke up
It was that
because I
fat
heard
spot.
I heard a noise outside. I wake up, I look out. My dad came home, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm busted. And I'm like, let's just be really quiet in the
We
room.
play cool, man.
So I stayed really quiet. I never got busted
Did you
for
make your
anything.
home? Yeah, back then they didn't even like call home when you weren't at school.
No.
Yeah, didn't even.
No, as
matter.
long as you had, I think we were allowed, I forget if it was
Yeah, a certain
11
amount.
days
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it was, you were allowed to have off. As long as you were within that,
Yeah, they didn't
you're
bother.
good. Unless if you had doctor's note, they didn't count.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you get them for later. That's funny you remember that specific story. I have. I remember one time I smoked before school, and I had psychology with DeJulia, which was my football coach at the time.
Okay.
And it was me and my buddy Sean, my buddy Jay, and we all went into school together at the same time. We drove up I had my older bill. We drove into school together, and we had all our classes. It was that side wing, not the 7th grade wing, but there was the other side wing. Maybe you're in there like 9th, 10th grade.
Right.
They had all the classrooms right there.
Right.
And I remember going in there and being like, I started getting really thirsty, and I started like not being able to pay attention to anything. So I was like, all right, I need a break. So I go out, go get a drink of water, and at the same time I went out, Jay was coming out one door, Sean was coming out the other. We were like, I can't handle being in there, man. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, we figured it out, obviously, but I thought it was funny we all came out at the same time.
Oh my god.
Good times.
I can remember being high in your dad's class.
See, that's so
Yeah.
funny how full circle,
That's
guys.
the only thing that got me through it.
Yeah, it's full. I remember being high at my dad's house.
In case you guys don't know, because I know we've said it in videos
Yeah.
and everything. So his dad was my English teacher and my social studies teacher and my basketball coach.
Yeah.
So I had him in a lot of stuff.
A lot of hatred?
Yeah, and I can remember being high in his class and just like that was it got me through the class. But his dad is a super nice guy, guys. I just want to say that. But
when you're a teenager and he's a teacher and you're a rebel and he's trying to fix kids, and he was very hard. He was the different guy then.
Yeah, he was a strict guy. Yeah. He was not the kind of guy that you would do a prank where you would turn your desk around.
No, and he wasn't the kind of teacher that you'd be like you'd want to work harder for because they were so nice. He wasn't like a motivational guy.
Yeah. Was your dad a cop before he was a teacher? Yeah, and I believe that went around Shalleck, so we knew. We knew that.
Don't mess with him.
So it was like, he was one of the teachers you didn't mess around with.
But so there's a story, and I'm sure you guys have heard it before about he was his coach, and Larry's not starting. The guy goes out. He's like, Larry, come over, sit right next to me. He's like thinking.
Well, no, he didn't say sit right next to me. He said the guy hurt his ankle. The guy sprained his ankle. The starter.
He's better than.
And he's like, Abraham, come here. So I run down to the coach, and the coach is like, you know what you're doing out there? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, Dave, get in there.
Yeah,
and I looked at him and I was like, so I went to walk down the other end of the bench, and he's like, no, sit right here. And he sat me next to him the whole rest of the game. I never got in.
So the best part of the story is that it lasted with him for a while because I've heard it, but the first time we ever hung out probably.
Right.
But then I tell my dad about it, and he laughed so hard. He's like, I have no recollection of that whatsoever. He's like, why would I do that? I'm like, I don't know. But Larry, he's like, dude, and then he just gets he gets a kick out of it.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
It's funny because we never did a skit like anything like that. So guys, in case you guys didn't know, like Victory, almost. Victory is actually based on a real person that we actually know.
Had a different working name, but we decided not to use it.
Yeah, almost did.
It was just gave it away right there.
But so there was a certain person that we knew that acted just like.
An embellished version of we obviously embellish, but it comes from a point of reality. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about it. To answer your question, no, I can't speak for Larry, but I'm pretty sure that neither one of us smoke still.
No, I haven't smoked since I was 30, so that was 31 years ago.
I haven't smoked since like Tuesday. No, I'm just kidding.
Yesterday.
It's been
how many hours has it been?
Yeah, no, it was before I stopped drinking, so it was beginning in December and in November. So it's been quite some time.
Yeah, we are overdue for chilling and grilling. Just to let you guys know.
Yeah, and some Prozac.
Yeah. What artists did you listen to growing up? Yeah. That's a good question because it's like we're from different generations, so. Basically, and it depends. Like you'd have to give us a time period because it's so different from when we were small as opposed to later. Many. But I would say I'll just go for teenager year right now. Right. So teenager year, I was listening to Led Zeppelin, Neil Young, stuff like that.
Yeah, your teenage years were cool.
Yeah, Journey, stuff like that. That's what I was listening to.
High school years,
but your high school years would be a lot different than my high school years.
U2 was always there because it's my brother's favorite band. Beastie Boys, actually, I was getting ready to say them because they were always there. 90s, unfortunately, I'd say I was a big fan of Lance Morissette, Oasis, like the stupid bands that were popular then as well.
Right.
But there's always certain bands that always held true to me. Like Journey's one of them.
Yeah.
Like because my parents listened to them in the 80s when I was growing up, so I loved them. So a lot of those bands kind of stuck around as well.
Don't forget Tom Petty too.
Tom Petty is unbelievable.
That too, yeah.
How long have we been friends? I was 16, so 31 years. Wow,
that's a long time.
It's ridiculous.
That's over half my life.
It's way more than that.
Like 2/3 of yours.
I was 16.
Yeah, 2/3.
I'm 47 now.
Hey,
hanging out, friends.
Did we give away any memberships tonight?
No, Tom. He's not even listening anymore.
Yeah, really. Do you guys like Eminem? Actually, yes.
I do too.
Yeah. 50 Cent?
Yeah.
It's not 50.
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Bobby.
Bobby. Bocciolino.
Bocciolino said he's hanging out at Echo Racetrack.
Nice.
You know that. That's that right there.
Yeah.
They shut down that long ago. That's right down the road. That Tom is listening.
Yeah,
he was on top of things.
He was right there.
But in the 90s, like I said, there was a lot of different bands in the 90s I was into because they were popular at the time. Same thing with the end of the 90s, early 2000s. I got into like Dashboard Conventional and Saves the Day. There's a whole, every 10 years, there's different bands that I was into because they were the ones that you heard on the radio.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of different, I like Jelly Roll. I'm starting to get into a little bit more country now that I'm hosting trivia and having to get some country songs in there. There's some that are good. My nephew today came. I picked him up for school and he was all in black.
Oh, really?
And I was like, "What's up, Johnny Cash?" He's like, "Why do you keep on calling me that?" I'm like, "Ask your dad.
Yeah.
Ask your dad why I call you Johnny Cash."
To the one person, because I've seen this a couple times, need y'all to make a real golf video. They'll actually be coming because now that I'm retired and Jeff is retired, and we have a couple other friends that are retired also. When we do get to go play golf and stuff like that, I'll be able to film at least some of it. You know what I mean? So that'll be cool.
I'm not in a boy band. Oh, I read two questions at once. I don't play in a band now. I've been in multiple bands, yes. And boy bands, I mean, not really. We're not really the kind of guys that are into boy bands. But I mean...
But Time Force, I'm with you 100%.
What do you say? Now, I did. I never liked country, but the more I listen to it, the more I realize there's a lot of songs I kind of like.
Yeah, I am not a fan of country at all. Bring JT and exploding golf balls for your out. Yeah, that would be funny, right?
Well, Jack,
Yeah.
funny thing is, I started drinking again about a week ago. But I appreciate the compliment. I'm right now it's just seltzer, but I had a few earlier. I just felt bad because I feel like he said it. I feel like I should bring it up that I haven't.
Yeah, he must not have known.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe was never really going to stop.
No.
He was never going to quit for good.
Yeah.
He was doing a contest, but he
no.
wasn't
But
gonna
like I said, I got a lot out of it. I feel like it definitely. Did I take my hat off? I guess.
Yeah.
I saw a video of it. Didn't even
It's on
notice
your
it.
head.
Yeah, it's my head, I guess. But no, I saw a video of me taking my hat off. I'm like, what did I take my hat off for?
Whoa!
Hey, thank you so much. No, it was good. It was good to
I can even say
take a break and
from
reset.
the UK. Carry on. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. His name.
Junaid Khan.
Is that it?
I don't know.
Is it that simple?
I don't know. I just sounded it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I'm interested.
Is that it? Because Joe nailed it on the first try. You must have the proper amount of alcohol.
I feel like I'm really well balanced.
Yeah,
right now.
right.
Yeah, like my speech isn't really crazy.
Unfortunately for me though, I got to pee right now.
Yeah, I'm about there too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. You want to end it now?
Well,
then?
either that, I'm gonna sit here by myself for a little while. It's up to you.
I was gonna say I could go pee. Send Tom out here, or
It's up to you.
what time is it? Let me see.
It's
How long have we
10:19.
been?
We've been out for about an hour.
Yeah, well, yeah. We did a good. I think we had a good podcast tonight. Has Joe been in Larry's new car yet?
You got a new car?
When did I get a new car?
Oh my God, guys, we'll be right back.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Love you guys.
Yeah, appreciate everybody, guys.
Yes.
Hello from Wisconsin. I like Wisconsin. I've been there before.
Yes.
Once, Alpine Valley.
And when do we go live? We go live every once a month,
Every
or
now
once,
and again.
once every other month,
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that.
But we usually put it on Twitter the day of. So
Yeah.
if you guys follow us on Twitter, or follow
Yes.
him. It'll be on there earlier in the day.
Yes. Till next time, guys.
I'm
Grab
gonna
yourself
end
something cold to drink. Put your feet up and relax. We'll meet you at the lounge.
Let me know when it's over.
Why did it take you so long?